All right, guys, we're back at the PSA booth. We actually have Derek from Leadstar Arms here. He's going to tell us all about this new PSA5 or PS5.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to be here. So, I know a lot of people wonder, like, well, you got PSA, you got a Leadstar Arms. Like, what are you talking about? So, PSA5. So, this gun right here, it's coming. It's coming really, really soon. This gun is a very complex gun to make. It is what it is. It's not a beginner or intermediate level of gun to manufacture. So we were called in for this. We're an engineering firm. We're a manufacturer. We take a product from a design or just a concept, all a CAD or computer-aided drafting and computer-aided manufacturing, machining, and build our own fixturing, run our own machines, everything. We even have a hand in our packaging. So we're the right people to get it done. We're actually a sister company to PSA, and that's how we got brought into this. We're owned by the same capital group, and I founded the company. And I said, man, I want to build an MP5. So we're going to build the PSA5. This gun right here, man, it's going to sell. My gosh, is it ever going to sell?
I 100% agree. I'm going to be buying one myself. So
Me too.
So I notice. I mean, it's all polymer.
Yep, the grip here is polymer, and I can take through the whole gun if you want me to.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so start with the muzzle end first. We got a half 28 threads in here. We got a tri-lug adapter. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. So now we got half 28 threads here. We can put a crush washer on there. You can put any muzzle device you want, 9mm on there. That's pretty cool. Or you can direct thread a suppressor. You could have the tri-lug adapter on here and leave it just like that. Or you can even take your tri-lug suppressor and put on there. So, a really cool thing, and if you've ever messed with one of these guns before, you'll learn to hate the diopter tool. I don't know if you've ever messed with those, but my Lord,
Not very much, no.
I do not like them. I changed that. So now we got a little bit different sighting system. So we have a hole here in top, and if you can see in there, we've got an A2 front sight post. So now your elevation is controlled off the front. You no longer have the diopter tool to adjust elevation.
Nice.
Yeah, the rear, you still have, because we're going to use stamped metal, our stamping die, all steel receiver. We're going to keep the original rear sight mount base. So you're going to have your lockdown screw, and you're going to have your windage screw just like normal. And then it just clicks. And you can adjust your different sight apertures, but it's a pistol notch in here. You have wide, and the narrow are right next to each other. If I can see this without my glasses, 90 degrees from each other. You got a Picatinny rail up on top. Man, let's face it. In this day and age, most people are probably going to go with optics.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you have your backup iron sight, but you have an extruded base right here through like the hollow sun or something like this, and you can see your iron sights through one of these hollow.
Oh, nice. That's handy.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Everybody wants to sit here and slap the charging system.
Yep.
I think you can make $1 million just by inventing one of these and setting it in front of your TV.
You're probably correct.
We're going to keep SB Tactical brace, and this is the PDW version. So you have an SB Tactical brace in the back. There will be 2 versions of this one also. We'll have a classic version coming. The classic version will not have a Picatinny, and it'll have the SB Tactical folding, kind of an A2 style brace.
Sure.
And this one, like I said, we got here is the PDW model. Magpul handguard, Magpul grip. And we work with them on this for our PSA5. And a Magpul ambidextrous safety on it. It'll state standard magazines, so if you got those, you don't have to worry about it. Magazines, I think you're going to be real happy. They can get a little bit pricey, so I'm working some stuff to help people out. And yes, it does have a paddle release. My gosh.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have the paddle mag release.
Absolutely.
So it will have it. You'll have the push button, but man, unless you're like 7 foot tall and bulletproof, you can't reach that thing. That little button on the side for the mag release, that was very hard.
Yeah.
Operating system, the roller delayed blowback, that's not changing. You know, you got to stay true to form with that. That's the best part of the whole gun. Let's keep that the same. Only we're going to have a roller tungsten filled, so our bullhead carriers, they're going to be already rated for full auto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so another little extra advantage. The trigger, I'm going to change a little bit. If you ever shot an MP5 a lot, trigger is not necessarily the best thing about this gun.
Yep.
So with a PSA5, we're working with CMC triggers to develop a much better trigger.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of a little bit of an announcement here at SHOT Show for the PSA5.
Awesome.
And I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else on the gun.
Yeah, I think you covered it. I know that, I mean, everybody's been wanting a good MP5 clone basically for years and years. I mean, everybody and their mom wants one. That's Jesse's dream gun, is an MP5. So this was one of the most exciting things for me in SHOT Show this year. So beyond stoked for it, and you guys are going to drain a lot of people's bank accounts, I think, with this thing. It's a great deal.
We are going to revitalize the MP5 industry. Before, you couldn't get them. The price was too high. The PSA5 is going to change all that. It's going to become more of a mainstream gun. So get ready. You know, a couple burning questions everybody always asks. You know, price and availability. So I'm a real upfront guy. We've had this gun for 3 months at LedStar. So it's here at SHOT Show. In 2 months and a week after modeling it, we started machining the first part. Wow. That's pretty astronomical for getting this gun done. And we're going to do it right. You know, resume, we got 4 world championships and 2 world records and numerous state stuff. We're mostly known like the competitive world. We wanted to build this gun, and we're going to build it right. And if it's not right, it's not coming out. But I do feel confident in a couple of things. It is legitimately coming in 2020. I know it's been around where it's coming this year, it's coming that some other time. No, I mean, it's coming in 2020. But the gun is going to be right. There are going to be a lot of rounds through these guns, and we're going to do it with our QA system and testing platform, testing programs. The other thing is price. You know what I mean? It's not an easy gun to make. That's just the reality of it. It's a good gun, but PSA5 is not an easy gun to make. With that, it's going to be significantly less than the competitors. I will tell you that. People are going to be really, really happy. You know, we're still machining parts. I've got a good gut feel, and I pretty much know about where it's going to land. And I bet you I'd be paid hundreds of dollars if I could just release that price.
You can't give us a hint or anything, huh?
No, I can't, because we're still trying to find the true cost of machining. We put it all into our ERP. You got to have the price, cost of doing business, and your profit margins before you can even announce a price. So that's what we're doing right now, is we're figuring out how much it's actually going to be. So.
That's fair enough. I can totally understand that.
You're gonna be happy though. Don't worry.
I'm sure. Everything PSA comes out with, I mean, price-wise, I'm always happy with. So, other than the fact that you guys keep sending me emails and draining my bank account, but
they do a good job of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Derek, I think we pretty well covered everything. I know there's going to be a lot of excited people about this. The PSA booth this year has been awesome for me. The Jackal and that your new pistol. Super stoked about those. This is definitely the highlight of SHOT Show for me, is the PSA. I'm all about it. So
you got to come over to LedStar too. So we're introducing our Helium series. So we're having the world's lightest PCC.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a world champion, Kurt Grimes, right over there right now. I can get you over there to talk to him too. Our ARs. There's a lot of good stuff. We even brought our 19 platform over there.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're bringing out pistols too.
Excellent.
So, yeah, come see us.
Excellent. Yes, I will stop over there. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, I'm super stoked, and we really appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Glad you guys came.
Thank you.